FPL Game Week 4 team selection. I'm in split at the moment, but the FPL deadline waits for no one. So in today's video, we'll be going through a review of how my Game Week 3 went before the international break. Spoiler alert, not too well. A couple roundup for the news as well, going into Game Week 4, and my plans for my team, including transfer plans and the team selection. So if you enjoyed the video and you rate the dedication despite being on holiday, make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe. And let's get into it. What's up? It's FPL Vert, where arrows go green, and we're still waiting for our first green of the season, as it's been a very tough start. Tougher than I can remember. Languishing in the top 6 million and 11 points off the safety score in Game Week 3. Pretty much nothing went right. I captained the wrong person. Pedro was the highest scoring player in my team, and I thought Fulham was a tough game. And pretty much everyone else blanked, apart from Sanchez. So yeah, pretty bad week. Benched Verts, which technically I shouldn't have, because I should have played him over Wood, I guess. But what can you do? We can just only look forward, and I think I'm kind of happy with the team, but yeah, there's definitely some improvements that will be made, and definitely one transfer that I will make before the deadline. So just into some Game Week 4 questions before the deadline tomorrow. First news, Carol Palmer's injury news. Maresca shared that he took part in the session yesterday, not the entire session, and that Chelsea will try to see if he's okay today, or he'll be out for Game Week 4. So Palmer's still pretty much a doubt. If you've still got him, I guess you might as well just keep him, because it sounds like he's basically returning to training. But I still think at 10.4 million, we should be expecting a little bit more in terms of returns. So I really sold him personally, but if you still got him, I'd probably keep him. Other injury news, Arne Slot has announced that Alexander Isak won't be expected to be playing every single game on the pitch, that they have to build him up gradually, and he actually commended the Swedish national team's coach for not playing him even though they had important games. So definitely seems like he's not match fit at all. So I wouldn't be looking at bringing Isak in. I think he's going to have a lot of disappointed new owners. A lot of people brought him in. He won't be starting, that is for sure. Ola Aina will be missed out for 3 months for Nottingham Forest, and for Newcastle, it's been announced that Vissa and Ramsey are both out of Game Week 4. Gordon's still suspended, but Votamada is set to make his debut. So not too sure if I'd go. Obviously, if you've got Newcastle's striker, if we know who he is, he'd be a great option, but we don't know who or how they're going to set up. So I wouldn't be looking at Newcastle either. And then Ismail Sarr, he scored, but he got injured in the same game, and Glasgow's now shared that he will miss at least Game Week 4 and 5, most likely hoping to have him for Liverpool in Game Week 6. So Sarr owners have got a decision to make. That's just the news. The captain ranking for me this week is very simple. It's Salah, because he's playing Burnley. Haaland's playing United, but neither City or United are in like dire form or amazing form, so I wouldn't really go there. Gyökeres is home to Nottingham Forest, and Mateta's home to Sunderland, but I think if you've got Salah, you go for Salah really. This is just a quick recap of my Game Week 4 free hit draft. If in case you got the free hit active, I did actually release this in my video earlier this week. So in case you missed it, I'm just bringing it here again for you to see, but I would look into that video because it goes into a little bit more of the players to buy along with the free hit draft. The same goes for my Game Week 4 wildcard draft. I go into a little bit more detail in the video that I posted earlier this week, but just in case you have a wildcard active and you want some inspiration, this is my personal draft if my wildcard was active this week, which it is not. So looking at my team, it's a very simple transfer decision for me this week, as I've got Patrick Dorgu of Manchester United, who didn't play any minutes in the main fixture that I basically looked ahead to own him for, which was Burnley at home in Game Week 3. He played 0 minutes, and he clearly is not in the first team picture, and I would not want to be playing him away to Manchester City when he's going to be defending the likes of Erling Haaland. So Patrick Dorgu is leaving, and it's a very simple decision for me. Daniel Munoz is going to come in. This is another reason why I brought in Daniel Atara to afford this move. Of course, Dorgu is 4.5, so I needed a little bit extra, and I was going to downgrade Palmer to bring in Wood. So this is the move that's going to be made before the deadline for sure. So into my team selection, and we're starting in goal with Robert Sanchez, who's going to be travelling to Brentford in the late Saturday kickoff for a 4th London derby in a row for the Blues. Chelsea have actually drawn their last 3 trips to the G-Tech, and considering that the Bees have scored in every league game this season so far, we're probably hoping for some saves. Daniel Munoz is my transfer this week, or will be. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but he has returned in every game week this season with 2 clean sheets and an assist. The Colombian wingback has combined 10 attacking returns as of last season. Well, it's now 11 because he's assisted this season as well. So he's got 11 attacking returns since the start of last season. So hopefully there's potential for a decent score for Palace's welcome for promoted Sunderland. Joachim Andersen of Fulham, the Danish centre-back, has picked up 4 or more points from DEFCON across the opening 3 game weeks, so hitting it twice. So with Fulham hosting a lead side with only 1 goal to their name so far, a potential clean sheet could be on the cards. Pedro Porro travels to West Ham for a London derby. The Hammers got their first win of the season just before the break with a big win at Nottingham Forest. Spurs are winless in their last 5 trips to London Stadium, so let's hope for some attacking returns, so I don't think a clean sheet is very likely. The Egyptian King has a brilliant opportunity to add to his 2 attacking returns this season in this game against Burnley as they're travelling to the promoted team. The Clarets have actually conceded the most shots in the box in the opening 3 game weeks, which makes it a very simple captaincy decision for me. Across all positions, I think Salah is easily the best captain this week. Florian Wirtz will also be looking to open his Liverpool account in terms of goal contributions, as the Reds will be looking to secure their 7th straight win at Turf Moor. Dango Atara welcomes Chelsea in a West London derby. The Burkina Faso international scored an offside goal in their defeat to Sunderland in game week 3, and he'll be looking to replicate his last home game when he scored the winner against Aston Villa. As mentioned, the Bees have scored in every game this season, so let's hope he's involved. Tijani Reinders will get his first taste of the Manchester derby in the Sunday kickoff. The Citizens have suffered back-to-back league defeats and are already 9 points off the league leaders, Liverpool. And with a daunting away trip to Arsenal next week, it's imperative to get some points on the board this week. United actually arrive at Etihad Stadium with more points than Pep Guardiola's side in what promises to be a pretty intriguing game from at least a tactical perspective. And with Marmoush ruled out, which means Jeremy Doku's probably going to start, it probably means the winger's going to hold more width, which allows Reinders to access central zones like we saw in game week 1. Morgan Rogers travels to an Everton side who have won 2 of their first 3 league games. Meanwhile, Aston Villa are the only team in the Premier League yet to score a goal. But Everton may be the perfect team to face for the Villains, having won 4 of their past 5 away days at Everton, obviously not including the new Hill Dickinson Stadium, talking about Goodison Park, but just the away games. Joao Pedro has 4 attacking returns in the past 2 game weeks. No forward has more points than Joao Pedro at the moment. He's a high scoring forward. So the Brazilian will be looking to continue his form. Let's hope he plays as they had an international break away at Bolivia. And with Liam Delat rolled out for at least 10 game weeks, his minutes should be secure. Ollie Watkins will also be helping to work with Morgan Rogers to get Aston Villa out of their goal drought this weekend, with goals in 3 of the past 5 trips to Everton, including the winner on the road last season. So he'll be looking to turn the corner this weekend. So hopefully we can repay the faith, as I've got double investment in Aston Villa and they haven't scored a goal. So that's the team selection for this week. Daniel Munoz's transfer is I'm between 99% sure it's going to happen. So we're going to go over there. And if you have any questions, drop it into the comments below. And I'll see you for the deadlines. Good luck for everybody. And I'm also being rushed because we're going to the beach. So see you guys.